Oh, I believe we are live again. I'm going to wait and see. Yep, I see myself. It's fine. It's all good. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching Sonic Mania Plus, or you're about to watch Sonic Mania Plus. This is going to be the good ending category, so you will see us going for the emeralds this time. So one without emeralds, one with emeralds. Amazing. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not doing it right. Let me try this. All right, we're going to put on a wee bit of an accent when we're playing here. This is meant to be ESA exclusive, but we're going to do a run. Are you ready? We're going to give a countdown on go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Sonic Mania Plus here. This is the latest game in the classic moniker that has been released. It is an absolutely phenomenal game. If you have not bought it, please do. You will love this. How much do I hate Scrooge McDuck? I don't actually. I quite enjoy it. It's good fun. But yeah, so we are going to be going for the emeralds in this game. You're going to see me go into these big special rings. And the first 3 or so levels are going to be where we get them. We should have all the emeralds by Studiopolis 2 if all goes well. Don't blink or you'll miss the emerald. The emerald is being pulled by a UFO. We have to catch it. I say, okay, we'll catch it. Bam, we caught the emerald right there. Trying to explain these isn't going to happen until about Emerald 3 or 4, so I'll leave my explanation for them till now. However, just know that if you're a fan of Unreal Tournament or Quake or any of those engines, it's using some of that tech. So in this game, they gave Sonic a new ability. They gave him the drop dash. If you press and hold the jump button once you're in midair, you'll charge a mini spin dash and away you go. And it's a really, really useful ability. Really good for keeping momentum and used a very large amount of time in this stage, to be honest. And Emerald 2 here, we're just going to jump to the right, jump back to the left. Take it back now, y'all, and grab yourself an emerald. That's Emerald 2. 2 emeralds, 2 minutes. If only I could get all 7 emeralds in 7 minutes, that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, this game is filled with nothing but references. It is an absolute amazing game. Homage to a whole bunch of games. Obviously, Green Hill in Sonic 1. The UFO from Sonic CD. Some of its own levels, sound effects from Spinball, 3D, you name it, it has it. Bosses from Knuckles Chaotix. Characters doing funky things. Mighty and Ray. And it's a double kill on the boss. Double kill. And that is the end of stage 1. So the way this game works, each stage that is a nostalgic stage or a remade stage has a gimmick in Act 2. Act 1 is fairly similar to their original counterparts. It has a bit of Act 1 in it, a bit of Act 2 in them. For Mania's Act 2s, however, they have unique things in them. This case, it has these little zip lines. We are casually going to ignore pretty much most of them. So we are going to head ourselves over here. Up we go. Fire dash right across. Big jump up. Never got the big jump. And away you go. Down here. Spin dash, jump, fire dash over. Fire does all like water. Goodbye, Fire Shield. We love you. And up you go. I too miss Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament is great. But yeah, so what's happening here is I'm hitting the wrong button. And I'm bouncing off the wall and basically doing bunny hops. I am effectively bunny hopping while changing my momentum. If you are moving at a 90-degree angle, so if you're trying to go straight ahead, if you hold to the left and hold to the right, you gain an insane amount of speed, and you can continue this momentum by jumping, and as long as you're rotating between left and right and moving the camera, you gain insane speed and grab the emeralds. But yeah, Unreal Tournament 2004, great game. Here's the boss from Sonic 2. He doesn't have a hitbox on his legs. We stand underneath him. We just hit the boss. Tails, being a bro, gonna give us a hand if he can. Good on you, Tails. Love you, buddy. And we can also fly with Tails. So we're going to use him right now to grab the capsule. We do bring Tails for other reasons. He's a very important character this time. And thanks to the Mania Plus update, we skip the cutscenes now. And there are no 2-frame windows. It's amazing. So chemical plant, here we go. We're going to take the top route in here instead of the bottom route. Top route is because that's where some emeralds are hiding for us. Tell me if you've seen this stage before. Also, Smooth McGrew's acapella. That's such a good theme. In you go. So, emerald number 4. We're going to jump over to the right of the 3rd pillar. Jump back to the left. Use the momentum from bouncing off to catch the emerald over the platform. And done. This is why we grab the emeralds in this game. They are very, very quick. Unlike other games like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where it adds about 45 minutes to the run, grabbing the emeralds here adds about 5, if that. They are very, very quick emeralds. And just when you thought we were done, we're going to come down here, and then around you go. Another emerald. Bam. Emerald number 5. If we do it right, we'll catch it before it even gets around the first corner. It didn't get around the first corner. It went really well. Yeah, well, as I said, remember, in this game, the way it works is Act 1 is a mix of Act 1 and Act 2 in the one stage. And then Act 2 is where they add little gimmicks and make the game their own. And yes, this game was made by Headcanon. It's made by Christian Whitehead. A lot of great developers worked on this. They worked on a lot of games beforehand, trying to do some loop jumps here. Didn't quite get the speed off that one. But the team that worked on Mania are an absolutely fantastic team. I honestly hope that they get to come back and do a Mania sequel. I think it would be really bad of Sega not to allow a sequel to this game. It's just too good. Oh, I didn't quite get a double hit there. So we're going to damage boost on this boss. We just damage boost there. Grab that. Tails will grab us some rings. 3 hits. And then 2 hits there. And the boss is gone. But yeah, honestly, this is an absolutely phenomenal game. This is a true sequel to Sonic and Knuckles. They've done very, very well with it, and I honestly hope for more. So Act 2 here has its own gimmick. The gimmick is Flubber. We have many different types of Flubber. Dark blue Flubber, which as you just saw, will damage you. You have green Flubber, which is why I call it Flubber, which will give you a really big bounce, and light blue Flubber, which will give you a small bounce. We want to use as much of the actual Flubber as we can, the green stuff. And then we want to avoid as much of the dark blue as we can. We don't want to touch that. It's very, very bad. And this is the first instance of a very vertical level. I'm also trying to beat a cycle later on in the stage. There are moving platforms that move on a global cycle from the moment the stage starts. And I'm trying to get there at a certain point in time. So taking an intentional damage boost here. The purple Flubber is sticky. You get caught on it. And away we go. And just like other classic Sonic games, sniper, no sniping. You can do jumps off ramps, which will conserve your momentum, and you can do a 6-tap spin dash with a hidden 7th tap, which is the fastest speed that you can go on. Ah, fudge. There we go. So I don't think I'm going to make my cycle now. I did not get through that little section in time. So we drop dash once, we drop dash twice. We're jumping up the top section here, going to head into the hardest emerald, which is Emerald 6. I'm going to just take my time here. I've already missed the cycle. I do not wish to get squished. I will just take my time. It means we're going to get about a 1 minute 30 checkpoint, or figuring. It's fine. 1 minute 30. Emerald 6, please be nice. Give us it. I don't like this emerald, and the reason I don't like this emerald is because we have these launch platforms and mines. If you get hit in these stages, you lose 10 rings, which is basically 10 seconds of time. I should actually explain how you do these normally. Collecting blue spheres will give you speed. Collecting rings gives you time. If you get hit, you lose 10 seconds of time. If you fall off the stage, you fail. You don't want to do any of those. And coming up next is the greatest boss in the world casually. Worst boss in the world if you're a speedrunner or if your name is Argick. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt-Inducing Puyo Machine. We gotta play around a Mean Bean / Puyo. We gotta beat him at it. I don't like this. Ugh. Why did they put this in the game? It's so good casually, but right, that's junk. That's also junk. Okay, that's a greenie. And you're giving us a purple. Okay, that's not a good purple. But we will take the blue and the red. There's a blue and a purple. That's another red and a purple. That's a red and a green, which I like, but I'm going to put that down that side just to be safe. That's another purple with a blue. So I'm going to drop that there. I need a yellow. If the game would give me a yellow, that would be grand. There's a yellow. So I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to put the green on this side, and then I need a blue to finish with, which we've just been given. So I'm going to just blue that and hope that we get a good drop there. Which we didn't, because I just realized that I put that the wrong side. Wah, wah. Can I get a red game? That's a purple. But there's a double red. So I'm just going to drop the double reds down here. So that should drop the purples into the other reds. And it should finish the boss off. Just learn Puyo. It's easier said than done. I'm not a fan of puzzle games. I will never learn Puyo properly. Sorry. Not a fan of Puyo. But there you go. That is that boss done. We are now going to head into the first unique stage of Mania, which is Studiopolis. This was the first stage that was also shown off when the game was announced. Lights, camera, action. Lots of things to bounce you around on here. It's like the spring stadium of the game. Don't you dare. I knew you were going to do that. Okay, I'll just hit the springs and we'll head up there again. Thanks very much, game. Casually running under it. I'm going to just spin dash. Big jump. Come on, make it. Thank you. Tail's being stuck on something because you can hear him bouncing in the background. Grabbing the speed shoes, although the speed shoes aren't going to use anything. Spinball noise right there. And then we jump and straight into Emerald 7. Now, Emerald 7 doesn't have barriers after the first corner here, which you would think makes it a very, very hard stage. Turns out, it's actually not. Don't fall down the hole now, Arg. You should have said that after you grabbed it. Catch it. There we go. And that is all 7 emeralds in probably about 12 minutes is what I would say. So now, once we grab 50 rings or we find any of these big rings again, you will gain 50 rings that allows you to transform into Supersonic. Now, I have been very nice. Thanks to the developers. They gave us a level select screen in Mania Plus. They also gave us a special code that disables super music. So we get to enjoy the funky beats that T-Lopes has made. We will get to hear the super theme once later on in Metallic Madness. So you all get to enjoy the banging tunes. And now we have the first instance of RNG. Here we go. So this boss is Heavy Gunner. It is going to fire off 3 rockets, top, middle, and bottom, aka 1, 2, and 3. We want them to fire off as many rockets on the top or in the middle. We do not want rockets on the bottom. Rockets on the bottom, very bad. And we then want to position ourselves in the correct place for the transition point that allows us to transition to the next hit as quickly as possible. So now I want a 1. I want a top. I want a 1. Give us a 1, game. Ah, we got the worst one. Got the worst one possible. So we gotta wait 1, 2, and then 3. And then we jump back here with Tails. Get Tails to start flying. We get caught by Tails. We start going across. Skip the transition point so we don't have to do any loop-de-loops. And pray that we get a better missile here. Come on, missile number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Yay! Praise RNG. Bless RNG. And then back again. Tails ain't gonna fly in time. No, we didn't. So now we gotta do the transition point. Up we go, in the middle. Big jumps on a soft screen. Give us a 1. Give us a 1. Okay, it's a 2. So, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's not great. It's not the worst. I have had 3, 3, 3, 3 in a run before. That's not great. And now we have our lightning shield. Off we go to the end of the level. Slide to a stop before we hit the signpost. Otherwise, the signpost will fly into the air. We don't want that. That's that waste time. And now we are coming into Studiopolis Act 2. Where hopefully this big spin dash will allow... No, okay, I jumped too early. So we're just going to take the bounces. There you go. Let's double jump over here casually. Oh, we didn't get through him. I was hoping I'd get through him, but we did not. Alas. Now, there used to be a glitch that we could do here. Unfortunately, it was patched, so we're just going to have to do the stage normally. If I grab 50 rings, which we should get fairly quickly here. And then once we jump up here, I'll just transform, because I know I'm going to get 1. Yep, there you go. Big money, big prizes. Oh, yes. So Supersonic in this game, just like any other Sonic game, he is invincible, he runs much faster, and he has increased jump height as well, which we take advantage of right here. And then down the funnel. Got a quick funnel. Bouncy, bouncy. Going to skip going down the second loop here. We're just going to casually jump up there. And then hopefully get a nice bounce off the bottom part here. Straight down through the funnel. Perfect. If you get enough speed on those funnels, you will spin for about maybe 5-10 seconds. You don't want that. And then we'll see where Tails is going to end up. We'll see if he likes to get himself stuck. He normally does. Oh, no, but he's flying with us. He's all good. So Tails will receive the invincibility property from Supersonic. And then we're just going to swag our way backwards here, killing the boss, trivializing it, nice and easy. And away you go. Well, we are in his TV studio, so you're not wrong. It belongs to Eggman's game show. And now we're going to move on to Flying Battery. Breaking news, Flying Battery returns. Unfortunately, no as intended on this one, but it is a cycle-based stage, so let's see if I can make the cycle that I need to make. Gotta be very careful that I don't fall off the bottom of the stage, as that is where kill planes live. Very fun. So we come up here. I'm just going to take this safely because I'm a chicken. Oh, I just got that. I just got that. The reason I took it safely there is that I messed up my positioning, but that almost paid that, yeah. Whoops. So we're going to change into Supersonic here. We've got a lightning shield, which has a nice new property in Flying Battery here. It magnetizes you to the roof. If the little platforms are up, it will magnetize you to the roof. And it was indeed. That trivia is the date of the Sonic Boom concert and the infamous red noise. So that'll be up right now. We want to go the top route. Away we go. Straight up the top here. Slow yourself down so you don't have to take that spinny section. Bye, Tails. To the missiles. Hit the button. Thank you. Spin dash jump. Wait for our missiles here. 3 missiles to break the first section. 2 missiles to break the second. Big jumps over. Didn't quite make it for the first missile launch there. Gotta wait for the second. Jump when the missile goes. Tails, you better come with me, buddy. Nope, he's gone. He might come back in time. He might not. We'll see what happens. So wait for the boss to hit the button. Fall down, Tails. You coming? Nah. Okay, fine then. I'll just do the boss normally. Wah, Tails. Wah. And there we go. Now, I would ideally like to keep this lightning shield, but unfortunately, when you skip a cutscene, you do lose it. This game is a solid 5 out of 7. Or as you said, a solid 11 out of 10 there. Highly agree. Fantastic game. Absolutely amazing.
You know what else is an 11 out of 10?
Oh.
A wonderful $25 donation from 8 is a solid 11 out of 10.
Thank you.
His comment says, this cause means a lot to me as an ex-California resident. Thanks for this marathon.
Thank you for your donation, 8. And now the game gets confused. Oh, the game's going to get very confused. Just you wait. I want that lightning shield. Thank you very much. That was an interesting way we're doing that. So we're going down and up. Up, 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 and over. Up, up, and away. And then we duck here so we get caught on the corner, allowing us to skip pretty much all of this like auto-scrolly section. We need the magnet to activate so we can get up there. 50 seconds is not bad. Didn't skip the first grabber. Let's see if we can skip the second grabber. And down we go. Gonna hit the checkpoint for safety. And then we are gonna head our way down. And I'm gonna do the boss just because the boss is amazing. I don't know if anybody knows the story, but basically somebody misread the boss's sprite and thought that it was actually Eggman's niece that was inside the ship here instead of Eggman himself being upside down. And thus, Argick was born. And Argick is amazing. So now we have Argick instead of Eggman. And the idea here is this boss is invincible. We need to hit Argick into the spikes. So we're just going to use Super here to whack into the spikes. Hopefully gain a double hit. And kill the boss in one cycle, just like that. Omelette, Argick. See, I don't know. I prefer Argick, not Omelette. But they're both good names. But it was absolutely amazing. Like, completely misreading the sprite. Produced the best fan art. And now we're coming into Press Garden. Now we will see if I can make the infamous zero cycle. I have yet to make this in a marathon. It is a very, very hard cycle to try and pull off. I want to make it once. Will this be the marathon? Will this be the day? I believe. Do you believe? We have the need for speed. Oh, I'm not getting it now. Well, I hope you believe, because now we ain't getting it. All that hype and we... Yep.
Marathon luck right there.
That's my... Well, I would say it's more me just whiffing it. But yeah, marathon luck. That works. However, we did get the lightning shield, which means we don't have any ring problems, which is always a bonus. This is where fake news is printed. Are you calling me fake news? Excuse me? Why do I believe in Zero Cycle? Because I've seen it. It exists. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe. It's Argick luck. Well, if it was Argick luck, you would know all about it. So let's see if we can do a drop dash up a vertical wall. Come on, drop dash. Give me your power. No, we did not. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just jump over into here. Come on. I'm not getting the speed. I need to... Nah, I think I ruined it. Nope, we're still good. This is Argick luck. There we go. We made it. We made it. Just like that. Dying, I blame you. So ideally, you would get up that little ramp there and do a nice big drop dash. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So now I'm a faker. I found you, faker. Oh, no. Wandering Mind has found me. So we grab the fire shield, not for this section, but for the next section in Act 2. And you'll see why momentarily. But first, I need you all to do me a favor and wave to the boss. Hi, boss. Wave to the boss. It's waving to us. And see if we get the Doomsday Kill. No Doomsday Kill today. And now we have our fire shield. Boss is gone. The boxes all disappear. And we are going to step outside where it's snowing. But not before we show off and do the ultimate swag. The ultimate swag, which of course is the moonwalk. Moonwalk, Sonic, moonwalk. Woo! Swag. But yeah, so out here is snow and frozen. So we use the fire shield just to negate all of that. What's that? Frozen spikes? Not a problem. We'll just disappear over them. We don't want to get frozen at all. We want to keep a hold of this as long as we can. Get a nice spin dash over here. And away we go. Big jump up here. I'm just going to do a fire dash to recover. Good recovery. Now, the downside is that, unfortunately, once you transform into Super, you lose the ability to freeze the ice. Not sure why that's a thing. However, that does mean we can get frozen and take a shortcut. So we wait, we use the ice, we jump out here, and then we jump on the spikes and just navigate our way up here to the very top using Supersonic's improved jump height. And freeze our way at the top, skipping the boss area. Or, well, I wish we can. Only Tails can skip the boss area. Hello, Shinobi. How art thou? Heavy Shinobi, everybody. We just trade hitboxes, basically. And he's done. So we charge a one-tap spin dash, wait for the tree to disappear, jump and hold left, hit the capsule. Easy every time. Finishing the level in under a minute. And then using the power of the Phantom Ruby, we end up into Stardust Speedway with the chillest music around. Oh, yeah. Ninja got ninja'd. That he did. He got out ninja'd by us. So lots of good jumps here if you can get them off in time. Nice. Very smooth. Straight jump up. Gonna dodge all these moving spikes that are gonna try and hit us. Plenty of moving spikes in this level. Let's see if we can get away with this. Yeah, we are in the past. I'm just gonna wait down here. There we go. Dodging the spike room. That is the worst room in this game, in my opinion. Because if you get hit there, you're losing all your rings, and you need them to get super. Press Sonic a belly. Smooth. Way. Mr. Strimmer, please slow down so we can enjoy this tune. I wish I could, but Sonic's got to go fast. And into the boss fight, it's a giant lightning bug. So, giant lightning bug, then 3 mini bugs appear. However, they are no match for Super Sonic. And his sidekick, Tails. Although this Tails is going to be needed very, very soon. Just you wait. Just you wait. Big J fast, indeed. So we're gonna skip the cutscene as we go into the present or the future. This stage pretty much plays itself after the first couple of seconds, so enjoy. So we just jump around here, and then when you're in these tubes, the game is effectively in control. Just by the OSE. I mean, I really appreciate the fact that they put in the super code to disable the super music. I'm off the screen! It is a Sonic game. You can go off the screen. Jump over, and now we let the game play itself. I ain't holding nothing. Let's see if we can get the big swag jump at the end. Can we get it? Swag. Not quite, so I'm going to transform for safety so we don't fall down the big pit. And then we are coming into the Metal Sonic boss fight. Now, the Metal Sonic boss fight has 2 parts to it. It has, or 3 parts rather. It has the chase, it has the Metal Sonic, or sorry, Silver Sonic fight, and then the Metal Sonic Kai fight. However, if things go well, and I really hope they do, we should be able to skip one of those phases. So this is the chase. And then we're going to stop ourselves here. Line ourselves up on the correct pixel. 1 tap spin dash, hold it, release it, jump, mash jump, jumping up the wall, clipping our way through. I'm going to wait for him to come back there, because if he ends up getting soft locked, that's bad. Into the Metal Sonic Kai area. Bam. So we skipped the Silver Sonic fight. We are now into the Metal Sonic Kai fight. That is the only, well, one of the only instances you will see of clipping in this game. The Mania devs were fully aware of how classic Sonic games were played. And as such, the only way that you can actually clip is vertically. So if you get yourself stuck in a wall, the only way out is up. And 9 times out of 10, when you go up, there's an Eggman block ready to squish you. However, there are cool little areas like that where you skip the boss. There's another time you'll see it in Lava Reef. But yes, there are no zips. At least not in this category. There are a few zips if you play Encore mode. But that's because we utilize a special kind of trick. So welcome to Hydrocele. And it is Hydrocele. I take no substitute. Such a smooth jam this is. So we're going to just jump through the ground because, you know, we're Sonic. We're going so fast we can jump through the ground. It's not a problem. Wow. And now we transform with a bubble shield, which means we cannot drown. We are effectively invincible in this stage. The only thing that can stop us is a squish, which wouldn't be a problem except from there's a squish coming up if you're not careful. Squished right here. And if you die right here, I don't know if anyone's been paying attention, but there are no checkpoints on this route. You go back to the start. It ain't great. Nice, got through the ground again. For whatever reason, if you're moving to the right and you press left, you just phase through the ground there. It's only that type of ground that it works on. It's interesting. And here we have Swimming Eggman. Nobody needed to see this, but we saw it anyway. And now we're just gonna head our way up to probably my favorite boss. When I first saw this, I couldn't believe it. I was in love. It's absolutely amazing that they decided to do this boss fight for us. If you remember Sonic 3 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you'll know this boss fight. Except from it's a little bit reversed this time. We're the ones piloting the ship. We're the ones in control now. So we gotta suck him up with the fan using the whirlpool. And hopefully he'll just come over this way with us. Come on, buddy. You don't want to get hit by the bombs. You want to just get him. And he should run over to the right, but he's going to run over to the left just to be mean. Meta boss fight indeed. We're the ones in control now. This is our ship. And away we go. So jumping up. Again, slowing down just before you get to that. That way you don't send it flying in the air, wasting time. And we're going to come into Act 2. Where hopefully we're going to do a triple bounce at the very start. So let's see if we can do the triple bounce. No, we are not getting the triple bounce, but it's fine because we can work it out. I'm going to play that super safe there. We'll wait for Tails to come back. He almost fell off because he hit the jump button too early. Arg, what are you doing? Bye, Tails. Nice doing you, buddy. So normally you can get a triple bounce here to skip a cycle. Unfortunately, I whiffed it. However, at least we didn't fall down the bottom. Deliberately losing that because I forgot that this is Mania, not Sonic 3. I lose it in Sonic 3 because of a trick that we do. I'm not meant to lose it in Mania, but alas, I did. Don't worry, I can get another one. So there are exactly 53 rings between now, the beginning of the stage and the checkpoint. However, because Tails fell down the bottom, we got a little couple of extra rings there, which is always good. Now, this game expects you to do a whole lot of going down to the left and coming back to the right. We ain't going to do any of that. We're just going to casually skip all that section and then just double back on ourselves. And we will be doing it twice. So that's us just messing around with the path swappers to go in the right direction without doing the entire level. Always nice. Going to grab the bubble shield that's up here. We need this for the boss so we don't drown. I should have jumped there and I didn't. And then we're casually just going to phase through this blue pipe. So we stop at the bottom, phase through the blue pipe, and away you go. Again, skipping the going up towards the right and down towards the left. Just all done. Away you go. And down into the boss fight. So this boss fight, you need to hit the bombs back into him. However, because we are super, we're invincible. So we can just use the spikes. So here's the game showing you what to do. You use the bomb, and the bomb will hit the enemy. However, I'm just going to use these blocks and these bombs to gain some extra hits on them very quickly because we super. We don't need to do this. Tails, I need you with me, buddy. Because we're going to use Tails to kill the second phase of this boss. And then you go. So we wait here for Tails to jump. Up you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boss is done. Stay flying for the capsule. Position yourself correctly. Because this is the only cutscene you can't skip, but you can make it faster by standing on the right point. So the water busts in, and we just use the ramp and leg it off screen, switching us straight into Mirage Saloon. Oh no. Oh no. So there is Heavy Magician. Heavy Magician just said goodbye to Knuckles. Knuckles gets to go do his own version of the stage. Meanwhile, we use Tails with his cool pilot's hat and goggles. And we just kind of in an auto-scroller now. So shoutouts to Sky Chase. I want to grab 50 rings. There are exactly 50 rings from this point onward. So if I get hit now, I'm fine. If I get hit now, I'm not. So if we have anything we want to say, now is a great time for it. Although I am going to say just a massive thank you to the Calithon guys for putting on this marathon and for accepting all our runs for it.
Well, I will say that this is Calithon Fire Relief. We do this event to help out the West Coast firefighters during the wildfire season, as well as the communities they help protect. I just want to say thank you for doing this run, doing an excellent job on your commentary thus far, and can't wait to see more.
Yeah, we got plenty of good stuff still to come. This is where I consider pretty much the halfway point of the game. I believe this is considered stage 7, and there are 13 stages in total, so yeah, it's like kind of the halfway point. And here we have the original Sonic 1 shield as well. I didn't actually explain the elemental shields in this one. You cannot drop dash when you have any of the elemental shields from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. However, if you have this original shield from Sonic 1, it doesn't have any abilities, but it means you can do the drop dash as well, which is nice. But we're going to transform here once the train is on screen and going to the left. The game is now very, very confused. And it's going to kill us after I hit the checkpoint. Or not. Thanks, game. I jumped over the spike so it didn't crush me. That's amazing. First time that's ever happened to me. That's what I get for trying to show off. Hey! Never mind, we'll do the boss anyway. I still had the checkpoint. But yeah, you're supposed to die and skip that entire train section. But unfortunately, I kind of whiffed it. So here we have the Caterpillar. Giant Caterpillar. Heavy Magician. Use your illusion magic. Make my monster grow! Now, hopefully the Caterpillar will jump out 3 times. That's 1. Nope. Jump out 3 times, Caterpillar. That's 1. Do it again. Nope. Okay, we're getting 1, 1. 1, 2. Come on. Nope, that's 3 1s. Are you kidding me? Give me a 3. Oh my god, 4 1s. Yay! 4 1s and then a 3. That is not good. That's not a good pattern. Wow. Wowzers. And that is Mirage Saloon Act 1. Now, Mirage Saloon Act 2. This is where we need Tails. This is why we bring Tails. So we are going to do this level. So we're going to get supersonic as quickly as you can. As always, that's just the objective of this one. Whole bunch of rings. I know exactly where they all are. Going to jump up here to hopefully land on a platform that'll allow me to gain about... Yep, there you go. 52 rings in total. Going to rush ahead the stage here. Banging tunes here. Loving them all. Because T-Lopes does a great job. Can't emphasize that enough. Mania Dev Team, you are all fantastic. Thank you for making this. So we are just going to head over here. Now, if you like Fang, Bang, and Bark, I'm sorry, you're not really going to see them. Because Heavy Magician will transform into them if you actually do the Heavy Magician fight. Tails are going to come get some ice cream, though. Tails, buddy, I need you to come get some ice cream. And then we're going to send Tails down the bottom here. We're going to spin. We're going to jump at the ice cream. And magically, Tails has hit the capsule, skipping the boss fight. And we do not have to fight the boss at all. So using the delayed controls, we sent Tails into the boss room where the camera lock didn't activate and skipping the boss. The boss is a Mirage. The hidden Sonic character, yes. I obviously can't remember the characters' names. What is it? Is it... I know Fang and Bark. Who's the third one? I can't mind. So Oil Ocean here went from one of the worst zones in Sonic 1 to one... Sonic 1? Wow. Went from one of the worst zones in Sonic 2 to one of the best zones. Oh, it's Bean. I got it wrong. I don't play fighters. It's not my fault. But yeah, so we're going to continue onward with this. And this is one of the smoothest stages to play, in my opinion. It's really good. And there you go. Over we go. Big jump. Please, if you have any star emojis or emotes, please post them in the chat right now. This is Bob the Builder. He does try his hardest. Unfortunately, we're mean, and he doesn't even get an attack off. He tried. I give you a star. And then I'm going to position myself correctly, where we are not going to trigger. We're not going to trigger the gimmick in Act 2 here. So we're meant to hit that lever there. We ain't going to hit that. So the smog is going to remain on screen. That means the smog is never going to drain our rings. And we just get to advance onward. Now, hopefully, we will get another boss skip, as we need Tails for this one again. This is going to have some path swapping shenanigans going on. But if it works correctly, we will skip a majority of the level and the boss itself. Oh, that was a late jump, unfortunately. Get over there. Now, I'd be worried if the ring drain was on, but it's not. So we're fine. So we need to transform into Super here. I just want to eat chili dogs. Can't say the rest on a PG stream. Dwayne and Brando. So we're going to get Tails here. We're going to get Tails to fly. And then I'm going to just spin dash out here. And then grab Tails. And we now have Tails' collision. Which means I'm going through the level. I'm now in the background of the level. And then we are just phasing ourselves through parts of the area. We get Tails here. Hopefully we still have the glitch. Tails, fly us up, buddy. Yes, we still have the glitch. So we are going behind the level, flying up above the boss trigger, going to land us right slap bang on the capsule, standing over towards the right-hand side, skipping the boss, and heading straight towards Lava Reef, or my favorite role, Lava Beef. See, Van Strummer knows exactly what I mean. And Dwayne and Brando, great rap. When you are off screen, Tails passes through... Or sorry, let me rephrase that. When Tails is off screen, passes through a path swapper. But because he is off screen, he doesn't get the properties of the path swapping and instead retains the background path instead of the foreground path. When you are grabbed by Tails, you obtain his property instead of him obtaining your property, which means you are in the background. That then allows you to phase through a lot of the blocks and skip the boss directly. He went so fast the stream died. Oh no! Oh no, not like this! Again, this is my favorite level in Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Mania. I absolutely love this game. This stage is so good. Very well done. And I love the remix as well. So we hit the spring. We are not getting much boost there, so I'm just going to run it. Still got up though, which is nice. So fast the stream died. Streaming around at the speed of sound. Big jump, please. Oh, almost made it. Hello? Hello? I can see you. I hope you can still hear me. We'll see. Big jump up. Straight through. Again, we are invincible. We don't have to worry about anything. I got the emeralds. You can be sure I'm going to use them. He sees me. I'll do. Hello, Turtle. I made it, Mom. I did it, Reddit. Hi, YouTube. Am I forgetting anyone else?
Filthy, the now famous turtle.
The now famous turtle. So this boss, we just have to kind of wait it out. It has super armor right now. It will 2 hits of lava will cause it to lose the super armor in the center. A 3rd hit of lava will cause it to lose the super armor on the side. However, it will not get the 3rd hit because once we're in the middle, we're just going to hit it. And away you go. Something awful. I'm not privy to something awful. And there is, of course, good old Instagram. Now, I feel like this run is going well, so I'm going to do a nice little glitch. Old Glove showed me this, which is really cool. We're going to turn the lights off in Lava Reef 2, and we're going to make the stage just look absolutely beautiful. The stage looks great initially, but when you turn the lights out, it just looks even better. Let's see if this worked. Yeah! Look at the crystal aesthetic on this stage. When you get to see just the crystal changing colors, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, it's not meant to be dark like this. It is a glitch. But it makes the stage just so much better. Now, we're going to use Tails here, and we're going to use these blocks to do one other instance of clipping that we're not supposed to do. So we're going to get super. We're going to jump out here, jump in the box to get clipped in the box, which pushes us in the wall and allows us to jump over that bridge that we're not supposed to go through. This saves you about 20-odd seconds. Liking that donation button is also good. Yes, please do send your donations to the Calithon Marathon. They are, as you know, helping fight the California wildfires and supporting the firefighters that put their lives on the line each time they are called out. Absolutely noble endeavor. Massive respect for everybody that is a firefighter. Oh man, it just looks so good. Look at it. Of course, you would think that having the stage being dark would put you off, but once you have the experience of just playing the stage, it is very, very good. Hey, Sonic fan. And now we have Heavy Rider and Jimmy the Motobug. And we're going to see how this goes. Going to get 3 hits, hopefully, and then maybe 4 if we're lucky. She'll be swinging her mace. She is. Hi, Jimmy. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 in total. Don't go up the top. I don't want you to go up the top. Come back. And you didn't come back. Woo, 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 woo. Right, Tails, get over here. Right, let's see if we can get the Tails glitch. Keep an eye on Tails, everybody. I hope you see Tails. You see Tails? He's gone. Bye, Tails. Nice knowing you, buddy. These people need him. It works better if you're playing as Tails. Tails gets an anti-grav glitch there. It's really cool. And I apologize in advance, but this is anime. This is anime. If you're not a fan of anime, I apologize, but this stage, this is anime. It is indeed named after Polygon Gym. It just sounds like this is anime. I heard it originally, I think, from Grimmy Hunter, and just ever since then, I have not unheard it. And now you too cannot unhear it. So we're just racing to grab the 50 rings here, as always. It is Sonic CD, but it's also anime. I would have loved a Sonic anime in the style of the CD intros. Very, very good. Oh yeah, the gimmick of this stage is you go in the background. I completely forgot to mention that because we only do it once. Also, did somebody say Sonic 1? Welcome to Sonic 1! How many times will Tails get squished? I like how Knuckles is still angry in those emotes. Sonic is smug, Amy's winking at you, Tails is happy, and Knuckles is just angry. They did do Sonic Mania Adventures, and that is such an amazing animation. It's so well done. Why did I curse you? Because if I'm cursed, or in my case blessed, you must also be blessed as well. So now the boss is in his desperation mode. He will appear on the 4th pillar. 3, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Why is Cream crying? No! And of course, Rouge is lewd. I am not surprised at this, Riverwind. I am not surprised. Just change Cream. Don't make her cry. Ba-ding! And now we're into Act 2. Act 2's gimmick is that we will get to see Chibi Sonic. The downside is that we will not be getting to hear the saxophone. This stage has a really good saxophone solo, but we ain't gonna get to hear it because for whatever reason, if you transform into Super while you are Chibi form, the Super music plays. Somebody say small one? Please don't make Cream lewd. Please don't. Not like this. And then we tiny Chibi Super Sonic. And here is your super theme. Still one of the better super themes, but I'm still very glad you can turn it off. Now, I'm trying to make a 58-second cycle towards the end of the level here. The question is, will we make it? It's not Chibi, it's small. It's Chibi. Chibi. The first stage was anime, therefore it's Chibi. Not a big jump there, but it's fine. I'm not going to make the 58, I don't think. It's going to be close. Will we make the 58? Hey! We made it! So those rotating platforms rotate on a cycle from the beginning of the stage, and we made the 58 one. And now, we have a gacha machine. With Robotniks and Amy's and flying things, oh my! Chiba! And then, when the bosses are dead, we send Tails on a mission. Tails, we trust you, go! Oh, you missed him. Unlucky, Tails. Unlucky, buddy. And the worst achievement. I can happily say I have that achievement. The achievement is to make sure you kill the boss without killing any of the little guys first. Get them all out without killing them. And now, onto the final stage of the game, the Titanic Monarch. Probably my favorite new stage in the game. If Lava Reef is my favorite remade one, this is my favorite new one. It really does feel like a really good final boss stage. You're inside the giant machine. The mechanism. Tails, why are you not here, buddy? You had one job and you're not here. Aww. And then down you go. Do, 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 do. La, la, la. Sonic, the crash test dummy. He is not happy about being in here. And then we are going to have the big orbs coming up soon. The big old gravity orbs. Here they come. Oh, that was a bad launch. Thanks, gravity orb. No problem, Sonic. Up the top. Transform at the top here. Let's see if we can do the glitchy camera. Oh, the camera's beginning to glitch. Will we get glitchy camera at this section? Will we be doing it blind? Oh no, it's glitchy camera. Here we go. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it blind. Oh, we just dodged getting crushed there. So, for whatever reason, in that vertical section, the camera sometimes goes a bit wonky and doesn't understand that it needs to move a little bit faster. However, we got through it, which is always nice. So we're just going to skip all these poles and the spike area because we don't need to worry about any of that. We're all good. And we're going to head up to the very top because this area is protected by none other than Red Eye Mark II. Or as I like to call it, the right eye. You hit the left eye in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is the right eye. Oh, Sonic 3. They're both the same game. Or at least they are to me. And that finishes Titanic Monarch Act 1. Sonic the anime is going to be happening in 2 games. I am looking forward to it. Crash test dummy! And we will jump out the crash test dummy, or not in this case. Get hit by the emergency spring, grab the protective shield, and then grab as many rings as we can. So this level is split up into 4 paths. We are going to take the bottom left path first, because the secret exit in this area will lead us to a lightning shield, and a lightning shield plus supersonic equals profit. So let's see if we can do the drop dash run up the wall. Hopefully we'll get it. Drop dash run up the wall. Oh, we got stuck in the wall. Drop dash run up the wall. Nah, it's not doing it. Alas. Alas. You go for that good ending, buddy. You deserve that good ending. And now we grab as many rings as we can. I'm going to transform here just so we have the safety rings. I'm going to just wait for the pistons. The evil, evil pistons. This game is not Freedom Planet. But it could be. Cannot wait for Freedom Planet 2. It's going to be amazing. Oh, stop trying to run on ceilings, you say. Oh boy, do I have a present for you. Just wait until we do section 4 of this stage. Lightning shield. We're officially OP. Okay, so we're going to be very careful here. We want to dodge these pistons. We don't want to get crushed by them. Pistons are evil. And also, just for everybody in chat here, I would like to play a little game with you all. When this boss fight appears, I like to do this little thing where I bounce against the boss and it makes a little boing noise. I want you guys to give me a number between 1 and 70. How many boings do you think that we'll get on the boss when we're doing the boss fight? Pick a number between 1 and 70. Aim between the 50 and 70 range. We will be counting them as we go. So that's 2 sections done. We're coming up to the 3rd section. Somebody's going to say 69. Make sure you're keeping track on this. So again, this section, this one's a fairly vertical one. We go up and up and up and away we go. But keep an eye on Freedom Planet, because I believe one of the devs of Freedom Planet actually worked on this. I want to say Stealth was. But you want to run on the ceiling? Okay. I'm running on the ceiling for you. How's that? We too can run on ceilings, my friend. This is Freedom Planet. Ha-ha! And we're still on the ceiling. And let's see if we can do the big jump to the secret end. No, because I completely forgot to jump. Way to go, Arg. We can still get there. Supersonic jump high lets us up here. It has indeed, but I believe getting into the boss before 3 minutes. And then, get ready. How many boings are we going to get off the boss's shield? I see your numbers there. How many are we going to get? A number between 1 and 70. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Let's find out. Oh, 20 on the first section. $33. $36 coming into the first heavy here. This should be the only heavy we see. Way to go. Way to miss all the missiles there. No, you want Tails to do it. 49 if my math is correct. I believe that was 65 in total there. 65 in total. Now, we are coming up to the final level in the game. Because we have the Chaos Emeralds, we are going to the final zone. Egg Reverie. We're now taken to this weird null space with the Phantom Ruby, where the Heavy King has taken the ruby for his own. But Eggman is not happy about this. He's gonna fight to get it back, and we are caught in the middle. So just so you know, time is coming up on the last hit with Eggman. I will let you know when it's coming. So we can fly supersonic. This is a special form of supersonic here. And the way it works, Eggman, he's a pushover. We don't need to worry about him. Complete banger alert as well. We want to try and spin through Heavy King's orbs. And get ourselves through that. The timer is indeed being dimension torn. This is why we can't use the in-game timer, because it don't work. So again, Eggman, complete pushover, run into him and he's away. Heavy King here, you gotta time your spin dashes. So far, this has been pretty good. And we will see how this goes. Ba-da-ba-bum. And in case you didn't know, we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Because for some reason, they mixed this game with forces. It's not a terrible thing, to be honest. But yeah, fun fact if you didn't know. This game is the prequel to Sonic Forces. And is how classic Sonic ends up in Forces itself. Alright, final hit is coming. And time. GG's. Do and Knuckles. Unfortunately, I cannot do and Knuckles for you. I have to pass on to other runners. There are many other runners other than myself there. It is... T-Lopes' soundtrack is very, very good. He is very creative with it. And they are the Phantom Ruby absorbing classic Sonic as he heads off into Forces through the stuff. And away you go. What's my PB? My PB is a 53 something something. And it's very hard to get anywhere close to that. It's very hard to get anywhere close to the 53 time that I have. What was my time? Encore changed that. It's no longer canon. Ah, well, we'll see.
Your time that I'm seeing is a 55:43.
That is not a bad run, considering we've done a little extra bit of shenanigans in there. So there you go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed some Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic Mania. If you did enjoy these games and you do want to see some of the other classics as well, do follow me at twitch.tv/Argick. I do tend to run a lot of Sonic games. And once again, thank you to Calithon for inviting me here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the marathon. I know I'm going to be here for it. But for now, I'm going to head off and pass it on. And I'll catch you all later.